All right, guys, we got a video by Just Miles. Anime Slop is insufferable. And I saw Eminence in Shadow in the thumbnail. I don't know why. That anime is kind of good. But I also saw Rent a Girlfriend, and I get that part.
I say, nah, you can totally tell they're a closet. Couple.
Bro, this is crazy. I'll admit it. I watched Rent a Girlfriend, and I actually remember this episode, bro. I think it's like season 5, episode 8 or something. Like, Kazuya's friends are literally like just discussing what a couple would do in the bedroom, and it's just like, what the hell?
Oh, please. They act like this wholesome couple, but one look tells me they were probably doing some unsavory things last night.
Like, who does this in real life?
Slop refers to something cheap, low effort, and mass-produced. Like my videos, and even if you casually watch anime, we know how much slop anime is pushed out. Today we're going to talk about some anime.
Okay, but Eminence in Shadow is not slop. Eminence in Shadow is actually really funny and pretty entertaining.
Animes that I 100% truly believe to be slop. The first one being, you guessed it, Rent a Girlfriend.
All
now,
right.
This anime has been cooked by the internet for years, and
Yeah, it really has. Especially Degenerosity hates Rent a Girlfriend.
rightfully so. So if you've been blessed to have never heard of this show, son, let me tell you, this shit peak. Okay, I'm obviously trolling, but this show's about a dude named Kazuya who rents a girlfriend because he's down bad after his girl dumped him. And instead of just admitting that he lied to his friends and family about having a girlfriend, this man spends thousands of dollars to keep the act going. And this shit is pure rage bait. And the part that breaks my heart is how popular this anime is. Like,
I don't know why Rent a Girlfriend has 5 seasons. Like, I dead ass don't get it, bro. There's so many other good anime, there's 86, there's like freaking Berserk, Tokyo Ghoul. Like, why does Rent a Girlfriend get 5 seasons, bro? It's so weird, bro.
the fact that when people talk about rom-coms, this horrid piece of fiction even comes up is just sad. Because imagine someone's first anime
Bro, I was even surprised that freaking Classroom of the Elite has 4 seasons, but Rent a Girlfriend has 5? Like, what?
Rent a Girlfriend. They're never touching anime again after that. And I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Kazuya actually gets some redemption.
Ain't no fucking way, boy.
I think in season 3 or 4, he makes a whole movie from scratch to pretty much help out his OF girlfriend.
Yeah, this was... Bro, calling her OF girlfriend is crazy. But, yeah, this was valid. The movie arc was pretty good.
And for a second, I was like, you know what, man? Maybe he has changed.
Holy spirit.
Never mind, bruh. But what puts this anime in the slap category isn't even its shitty plot or horrific characters. No.
Bro, the author is dragging this show out like it's One Piece, bro. End the manga already.
It's the fact that this trash has 5 seasons, and we're in the exact same place as episode 1.
Like, the manga already has 400 chapters, I believe. It's like, what the heck? Is he going for 1,000 like with One Piece and like with Case Closed or Detective Conan? Because that also has like 1,000 episodes.
With the plot somehow getting worse. Like the last season I watched, being season 4, don't ask why I keep up with it, left off with Kazuya.
Nah, honestly, here's the thing. People make it like Rent a Girlfriend is trash, which, yeah, it is in terms of like writing, but it's actually funny. Like, every episode is kind of just like good comedy. Like, I watch it. I've been keeping up with it weekly. It's just funny. Like, as long as you don't give in to the rage bait of, oh, when are they going to get into a relationship? Like, the tropes and what the show does overall, it's kind of entertaining, and it is just kind of funny, bro. And Kazuya is unironically like a funny main character.
Yeah, confessing to the girl and
like, he's always freaking out about other guys looking at Chizuru and all that other stuff. It's just entertaining. I don't know what to say. But in terms of overall writing, yeah, it isn't really well written. If you want a well-written series, again, go watch Eminence in Shadow.
And after that season ended, I was like, you know what? Let me check out the manga real quick to see if anything happens. Worst mistake of my life. Because there's a few panels they cut from season 5 that genuinely made me drop the...
Oh, bro. Not the infamous Kazuya pool scene, bro. Oh my god. Kazuya's actually sad for that.
Entire series for good. So this man gets rejected for like the 10th time and then starts crying in the pool while...
And then he literally gets like, you know, he gets hard and then like he's fantasizing about another guy, which he's like, come on, bro. Yo!
Getting bricked thinking about her. And like I said in the manga, this shit is way worse.
Oh yeah, in the anime they cut through it, but in the manga, oh my, don't read the manga, bro. Please don't. Just watch the anime.
And the fact that this show is the rom-com equivalent of One Piece, this trash has
Yes.
over 400 chapters.
Yes.
And is still going strong. This anime is the embodiment
And you know
of
what else
dry
is
heat.
massive?
But another anime that's just
No.
as bad is...
No. Eminence in Shadow is unironically pretty good and has decent writing. No, we're not doing this.
Eminence in Shadow.
No!
Now, I got a friend that really fucks with this anime, so I'ma chill on the hate for...
The main character is actually pretty well written. Like, he's kind of delusional in a weird way, and like, bro, Eminence in Shadow is not Slop. Rent a Girlfriend, sure. Not Eminence in Shadow.
This anime is some hot ass.
Bro,
I
what?
began watching this show while I was sick as heck, and I still dropped the show. Now, what
Okay, I'll admit, it fell off after season 2. Like, during season 2, it kind of started to get a bit boring, but season 1 was peak. Come on, season 1 was peak.
gives this anime the generous title of Slop is a couple of reasons, one of them being this man Sid. Now, just like every other horrendous isekai slop, Sid
Come on, you didn't like the I am atomic scene. That was kind of cool. He was aura farming a little bit like Sung Jinwoo.
gets reincarnated into a fantasy world with godlike powers. And look, guys, I'm not dumb. Well, at least not that dumb. I know
I feel like it's different from other isekai though, because Sid as a main character is genuinely pretty entertaining. It's not like some random slop isekai BS.
this show is supposed to be a parody of all the overpowered, edgy isekais, but I don't care. Why does this slop have 2 seasons?
It's basically like isekai One Punch Man, low key. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like a parody comedy. It's like, that's why One Punch Man was so successful. It was like a parody of shonen and all that. And One Punch Man honestly has some pretty good writing. Yeah, it's basically just One Punch Man, but for isekai.
With the first one having 20 episodes. 20 episodes in this economy? Man, I'd be lucky to get 13 on a show I actually like. And the craziest part is that the
I'm even surprised that for Classroom of the Elite, season 4 is gonna have 16 episodes. It's usually just a standard 12 episodes for like any anime, but I guess Classroom of the Elite is going all out. We getting 16 episodes.
animation's actually good. Like, why are we putting all this effort into this instead of animating literally anything else? The entire plot is basically Sid pretending to be weak so that he can set up his own aura farming. And with
Kind of like Sung Jinwoo. I mean, Jinwoo doesn't always pretend to be weak, but he'll always wait until people get beat up and then he saves them. Like, Solo Leveling is hilarious.
it really be Slop without the bitches? Now, setting aside the crazy fan service and the fact that this dude has like, I'm not
I mean, a lot of the women are kind of well written, but I guess it can come off fan servicey. I think Delta or Beta, bro, even the names are hilarious, but I think Delta is like the one with blonde hair. Like, she is kind of well written, or maybe that's Alpha. I don't remember.
joking over 100 girls in rotation. What really gets my blood boiling is the glaze and the power scaling. Like in season 1, this man
Yeah, the power scaling, this isn't really like a battle shonen. The power scaling does suck, and Sid is just overpowered.
already showed that every other fight he gets into, he can defeat them with ease. Like, at least with Soul Leveling in the beginning, the fights were close before he became godlike. But in
Yeah.
episode 2, this man Sid was already one-shotting everyone. How are you okay with this shit? Like, take
But I guess for me, like, the reason I watch Eminence in Shadow isn't for the battles. It's not for the fights. It's really just that I like Sid Kagano as a character, and I just find him very hilarious and comedic. And I think I also just kind of like the other characters, not for any fan service stuff, but just like some of the women are well written within this series, and just Sid having his whole like squad that backs him up and they take everything seriously. Meanwhile, Sid just is kind of delusional and thinks that they're just his minions and stuff. Like, it's just funny and somehow entertaining.
this scene, for example. After coming in at the last second on purpose to rescue this girl, he's faced with a super powered, juiced up villain. So naturally you're thinking, oh snap, this actually might be tough for Sid. Nah. This man starts playing around with him, clearly showing that he can kill him at any moment. But no, that would be boring. So instead he decides to drop a nuke on him. like tournament role. There was no reason for this. I swear, one day the world's gonna wake up and realize that there's more to anime than hoes and aura. I guess we'll never know. Now I'm going to deep water.
I mean, I 100% agree. Again, like, I think, like, you know, writing is the most important thing in anime. Like, it just is. Like, there's so much well-written anime, like, Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Death Note, Blue Lock, Chainsaw Man, excluding the ending. Outside of Part 2's ending. Chainsaw Man Part 1 was peak. Part 1 was peak. Part 2, it fell off.
Here, because the next slop I have to talk about is Classroom of the Elite. And just like
why is he just, bro, he's literally insulting all of my favorites, bro. But honestly, I'm not too mad at this. I'm really only mad at Eminence and Shadow because that one really isn't that bad. Rent a Girlfriend, completely fair. Classroom of the Elite, meh. I mean, I get why people don't like Classroom of the Elite, but I like it. I'm not gonna lie.
But for Hawkeye, I gotta stay hidden because I actually do like this show. Hear me out.
W. Here's the thing. Oh Lord. The thing is, the reason I'm already like biased towards Classroom of the Elite is like 3 or 4 years ago, I read a bunch of the light novels, so I'm already kind of like loyal to it. It's like Classroom of the Elite is like my family, sort of. I'm loyal to it. But I can see why, if you're like an anime only watcher for Classroom of the Elite, why you wouldn't like it. Like, I see why people who only watch the anime say that Classroom of the Elite is kind of bad, because the truth is the pacing isn't always the best, and honestly, the light novel's better.
Yes, I've seen the videos and the memes. But I don't know, man. I just like it. It feeds into my self-delusion that I really am Ayano Koji in the back of class. But what makes this
honestly, I don't even know why I watched Classroom of the Elite. I don't know if it really is just for Ayano Koji as a character, the way that I kind of watch Eminence and Shadow for Sid Kagano. I guess, I guess it's just kind of entertaining. I don't know how to put it, honestly. I would say Sid Kagano is a more entertaining main character than Ayano Koji, if we're specifically talking about the anime. But yeah, I don't know. Classroom of the Elite is just kind of entertaining. There's a few good fights as well. Like, it's not too bad.
show Slop is similar to the problem Rent a Girlfriend has. And that is we're on our fourth.
And bro, next episode, if y'all watched like the PV preview or whatever, next episode is gonna have some crazy fights, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Season of the same shit. Like, I know some of y'all in the comments are gonna be talking about he just hates on longer anime. But no, I'm literally watching this newest season right now. Cause you see, what objectively puts this anime in the slop category isn't cause it's ass. Or because some niggas want to learn how to breathe like him. It's because we're on our fourth season of the main character, Ayano Koji, doing exactly what he did in the first. Sitting in the back, not saying a word, and winning at whatever test they're doing. And everyone's like, what? Ayano Koji, I didn't know you were so smart and strong. Can I suck your dick? How we did it! Why do you watch it then?
Nah, low-key, that is kind of how Sato was, I think that's her name, Sato, how she was simming for Ayano Koji, because she never really even liked Ayano Koji at first. I think she just realized that he was super smart or that he got a bunch of good grades, and then she started liking him. And I feel like she even kind of admits this herself. She was like, I think when she first approached Ayano Koji, she was like, oh, can we keep it platonic? But I think she was also saying like, oh, I never really noticed you at first, but I don't know, just seeing how smart you were, you getting so much good grades, I kind of started to like you. Like, what? What? Bro, honestly, Ayano Koji and Kei are probably the best couple at this point. I think Ayano Koji might like Ichinose, Class B's leader with the pink hair. I don't know if he really likes her or not.
Cause I can't get enough of it. It's like me and Ayano Koji, we're like brothers. But I will say this newest season has genuinely pissed me off sometimes.
And then, bro, there's also there's also this little romance plot between Shinohara and Ike. It's hard to remember the side characters' names in this series, not gonna lie, because they're usually NPCs. But yeah, there's this little side romance between these two. And it's just like, the show is getting a bit interesting, seeing Ike step up and just kind of, I guess, confess his feelings to Shinohara eventually.
Say this newest season has genuinely pissed me off sometimes. Because I'm not joking when I say literally one interesting thing has happened this season. And that was Ayano Koji getting jumped in the
Yeah, this was really well animated. This scene looked beautiful. But yeah, Hosen's an actual criminal, bro. Why is Hosen not expelled? This dude's worse than Ryuen. He's crazier than Ryuen at this point, man. Like, what the heck? Like, I get Ryuen. Actually, who's worse? Because Ryuen literally trapped Kei in a room and poured cold water over her until she cried and had Albert guarding the doors and stuff. But at the same time, Hosen literally stabbed Ayano Koji's hand. I guess technically Hosen's worse.
first few episodes. And bro, when that happened, I was hyped. I was like, oh shit, this season actually might go crazy. New characters.
And it feels like Ryuen does it more like the stuff he does, the bullying is more so as like an ends. With Hosen, I feel like he kind of like just takes weird pleasure in it. Like Hosen likes what he's doing. Ryuen, maybe he likes it a little bit, but he's more so like neutral. Like he doesn't get off, or he doesn't get like some type of high from like bullying Kei from what we saw in the anime. But Hosen was smiling when he stabbed Ayano Koji, bro.
New special test to get Ayano Koji.
And then all I'm gonna say is there's another character who's gonna be super crazy. And all right, let me not spoil anything, but y'all. All right, I don't want to spoil. But you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the actual White Room student, right? The actual White Room student. I'll just leave it like that.
Expelled, and there's an undercover person from the White Room in this school. Like this season had so much potential for crazy shit to happen. But no, all we got was back-to-back episodes of just talking.
Miles, they're setting up the next arc right now, so they have to.
Man, I don't care. You're telling me we couldn't have gotten a few crazy sequences in between all this dialogue? Like, I don't know.
And then yeah, we also have this guy. What's his name again? Takuya Yagami or something. And he's kind of simping for Kushida and stuff. And I'm just wondering, like, does he really like her, or what's going on?
I've gotten a few.
I feel like this guy's sus. All right, let me stop trolling. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I know who Yagami is, bro. I've read the light novels. Yagami is hella sus, but I don't want to spoil anything for anime only.
Crazy sequences in between all this dialogue. Like, I don't know about the three of us still watching the show, but I swear that past seasons were not this bad. And don't get me wrong, Classroom of the Elite has always had a lot of yapping. But at least the older seasons had different tests and situations constantly pushing things forward. Like bro, go look at episodes 4 through 8. It's literally just talking. And the worst part is I'm sadly sitting.
Hey, I like that we got I forget her name, that girl's introduction with the white hair who's like female Koenji. Kuryuen.
Episodes 4 through 8. It's literally just talking.
Yeah, her right here. Like, yeah. I forget her like first or last name. I only remember Kuryuen. But yeah, like she's gonna be a pretty interesting character. There's gonna be some cool stuff happening.
And the worst part is I'm sadly sitting here watching every second of it. Whew. Okay, so if y'all want a part 2 or just more of this content, run that like button up.
Honestly, I don't blame him for choosing these 3 animes. Except Eminence and Shadow, that felt kind of random. Come on. Honestly, Eminence and Shadow isn't even super popular, so I'm kind of surprised he even like remembered it, Rent a Girlfriend, obvious choice. Classroom of the Elite, fairly obvious choice. But Eminence and Shadow, nah. So my ultimate ranking in terms of slop is, even though I watch all of them, I'll admit that Rent a Girlfriend is the worst. It's the most slop, like it is the worst on the list. Then, dang it, I feel disloyal for saying this, but then Classroom of the Elite, due to the anime, the anime for Classroom of the Elite just isn't the best. And then I'm gonna say Eminence and Shadow, because Eminence and Shadow actually pretty good. The writing isn't bad, But I think behind Eminence and Shadow, I will say Classroom of the Elite light novel. The light novel, I will say, is better than Eminence and Shadow. So my ultimate ranking is Rent a Girlfriend worst, then Classroom of the Elite anime specifically, then Eminence and Shadow, anime of course, because I don't know if Eminence and Shadow has a light novel. I didn't read it, so just Eminence and Shadow anime. And then finally, Classroom of the Elite light novel. I think that's fair. So ultimately, Rent a Girlfriend is the worst, and Classroom of the Elite's light novel is the best. And yeah, I'll leave it at that.